Learn to edit this fast in 2 minutes. It's simple. We need to prep your game and then apply a few tips. Step 1, when you load into Fortnite, you need to make sure you always choose creative, even if you want to change it back to normal solos. Step 2, make sure you're not wearing any skins like this that have a lot of effects going on that could ruin the technique. If you don't know any good ones, the default skin always works. If you are going to practice this in creative, make sure to use the grid island, as this technique works at its best when you're on an island with nothing on it. Now, one of the last steps to prep this, for some reason it does work without it, but it works better if you turn this off, which is basically the subtitles in your game. All it means is talking from the henchmen won't be on your screen, but they're not really a thing anymore, so just go ahead and turn it off. Now we're pretty much prepped and ready to go. It's just a suggestion though, if you use the technique on this map, it's just helpful to edit because it has these glitched builds, which allow you to put your editing skills to the test. But to ensure the technique works, you just need to apply a few easy settings. So by coming into your settings, you want to go over to the cogwheel and you want to go all the way down to the bottom of the list, where you'll find these things called replays. First of all, just quickly turn them off, hit apply. Now, come over a few more times to your controller, find this thing called foot controller at the bottom of the list, turn it on, and make sure the foot controller dead zone is at 1%. You don't have to have a foot controller, it's just a part of the setting that makes it overpowered. Then, come over a few more times to your binds, find a bind on your controller or keyboard or mouse that has got nothing to its name. Me, the right D-pad works. Click it, scroll all the way down until you find the thing called switch mode / edit. Click that and apply. Your normal edit binds will still work, but it will just help out the technique. Trust me, it's a very vital step. We're almost there, so now come over to the cogwheel. Now make sure the thing called confirm edit on release is turned on and hit apply. Even if you don't like it, you don't actually have to use it, it's just part of the technique and you can completely ignore it afterwards. My editing's still pretty bad though and not very consistent, so this final setting should do it and work wonders. What is it? Well, let's find out. Come into your settings and come over to the combat controls. Now, you're going to look at your controller or keyboard and mouse, and you're going to find 2 buttons that are next to each other that you can click with your finger's length. Something like this would work, something like this would work, something like this would work. You just need something you can press at the same time with the one finger. On a keyboard and mouse, you're just going to press between the keys. So I'm going to use B and Y. So firstly, change your edit bind to whatever the first button you'll click down is. So the first button you press out of the 2, you need to make it your edit bind. If you see here when I click down these 2, I'll hit the B button first, so make it edit. Then come over to the edit controls. Now the second button your finger will lay on needs to be your select bind. Then select that. Now if you press it perfectly down at the same time, now you can spam it and you'll get an insane editing speed just like me. Drop a like if you actually found this helpful. Subscribe with notifications on for more useful videos like this. Let's confuse everyone, so comment I saw Spider-Man at 1 minute 37.